Talking about the 3-year-olds now, I just finished watching one a little while ago. Tipsy and Dixie, that's her second win of the year and the first stake win of the year for her. Picked up where she left off last year. She looked very good. So let's just start from the top. Adrenaline Rush got roughed up his last start. Not really his fault. He's been racing pretty good throughout and did very well. So I don't know if the Mohawk class this week is a proper one for him, but I think that's where we're going to race him. That 17-5 claimer, non-winners of 30 life, the same one that Brilliant Corners win in 51-4, but it generally goes between 52-4, 53 and a piece. Adrenaline Rush never gone there before, but he has been racing better. If you get him in a spot where maybe you're third on the inside and sit, who knows? But I don't think he's out of place in there, especially when I see a horse like Frontier Cruise win the race. Take nothing away from him. He's a 4-year-old now. He might even be 5, I don't know. But they're condition claimers. Blue Monk, fastest mile of his life the other night, 53-3. You know, I know that Travis wishes he had got him out in the last turn. He was running in a little bit in the turns, and you know, the young fellow in the front end run away on them a little bit. I think he come back to them right when Travis was trying to get him out. He figured he'd sit and wait, and it didn't work out that well, but they went plenty too. 52-4 in the condition claimer at Georgian Downs last night. Blue Monk was fourth, pace 53-3. Brilliant Corners in the straight non-winners of 2 or 30 his next start. I don't think I have to explain why. He looked pretty good, 51-4 his last start. Carmen likes him. He's looking for a double up with this guy this week. First glance, second and 54-4. This horse has been nothing short of great since the start of the year. Very impressed with him. Mario's done a great job with him. Can't wait to see him race the rest of the year. I should pull this car up. I'm kind of taking up 2 spots here. No, there we go. What else do we got? Gray is the new red. What are we going to do? Gray is the new red. She's going to race next week. She continues to be up for sale, but we have no takers as of yet. Hopefully she races good on Saturday and we can move her along. Aglaire AM. There's a name we haven't talked very much about. I just finished talking to Kevin Johnson about where she's at the Aqua Rehab Center. We're going to bring her back this week, train her up. I don't think she'll be in this week. She'll be in next week. It's just a little bit of a rush. To rush her back here, jog her up. Okay, we're good. Then, no, makes no sense. I think we'll bring her back here, get her jogged up real good, train her up real good, say on a Saturday at Northfield Park. And then race her next week at the Meadows. I'm a Lovely Lady's coming in razor sharp, and she looks very, very good for her stake race on Monday. It's tomorrow, I think. Monday or Wednesday, it doesn't matter. I know she's 7-5. She's coming in razor sharp. Italian Grit, the condition claimer, didn't go this week, so he put him in the straight non-winners of 2. And I suspect he'll be okay. Jazzy Judy, an overnight race, a rare overnight race for Jazzy Judy. Monday evening or afternoon, late afternoon at Harrington Raceway. We'll see how Judy does. Miss Moran getting very close. I galloped her. I'll be honest, I galloped her in 2 minutes the other day. Now, you might say 2 minutes. It's not really the same as trotting. So, want to gallop her maybe 2 or 3 times in 2 minutes. And then we'll put the hobbles on her and qualify her. I'm very happy with what I saw, not just in the training session, so to speak, but how she recovered and how she was after that. Jogged sound the next day, looked good, felt good. So I think we're definitely on the right track here with Miss Meringue. Mama Knows Best is also in this week in the stakes, looking very good, coming off a big mile at the Meadows. My Jazz, trained her in 25. She looked good the other day. All that's left now is to reshape that front foot. So I'm going to actually, as soon as I'm done this video, I'm going to talk to Tim Betts and see if he can swing by Northfield this week and do it. I don't know if he can, but we will see. No free lunch. Fourth last night, a little flat finishing up, but quick mile again. So we'll see how he bounces back this week. He's got 3 grassroots in a row. Now, the only reason this is concerning to me was we had scoped him. There was a couple little flecks of red in his throat. Now, would he be better on Lasix? Here's the problem we have. It's now 13 days till his next grassroots. So that means you have to have 14 clear days. 14 days between race to race. 14 clear days in between. So it's really 15 days. So he can't go on Lasix for his first one. His next one's a week later, and the next one's a week later after that. So kind of in a tough spot here with no free lunch. We're going to try and figure that out. That's not to say he's bleeding. We will see in the coming weeks what's going on with no free lunch. But he race could take nothing away. Horse pace 52 and just win in 52. Give him a break. Northern Blizzard's next start will be in Ottawa, the next grassroots. And you might say, geez, he's awful short. He'll be trained up tight. Johnny and James are going to take him over to Mohawk, probably train him at 58 midweek, and then race him back Sunday in Ottawa. Perfect Record is here now. I trained him the other day. He did tie up a little bit. Not bad. He should be ready to go Thursday. We're working on some things. His AST, his muscle count, his GGT was up, his liver count, and his hemoglobin, his iron was a little bit low. So a few things we're working on with this guy, but should be ready to qualify. My only concern about qualifying this week is if we have horses that are in at the Meadows early, I can't stay for qualifiers Thursday morning. So we'll see if whatever Tim is entering Thursday can get in after race 5 or so. Would be great, but we will see. Where are we at here? Perfect Record. Rose Run Why Not's on the same schedule as Miss Meringue. Very, very close. Very close. We'll see. I'm not going to give you a firm date because we'll see what tomorrow brings. With these fillies, they galloped hard on Wednesday, galloped less hard on Saturday. We'll come back with another decent galloping trip on Wednesday, back Saturday, and then we'll snap the hobbles on them the week after that. So not next week, but the week after, we'll put the hobbles on them, maybe go mile 2, 3, and then we'll see what we got. So Admiral's back in to go. I know that Mark said she was a little bit sick. Her liver count was high also the other day. He was going to work on that. She was obviously flatter than we hoped she'd be in the mud last week at Saratoga. We'll see how she races this week, and if it doesn't work out, I imagine she can return just as easily also. Sweet Ambitions is also back with us right now. I noticed a little track rash on her, maybe from shipping, a little heat, I don't know. We'll clean her up, get her trained up, and see how she feels and where we're going to go with her. Tanzanite Tricks missed a week. She'll be in to go Thursday at Mohawk Raceway. That's my girl. My God, I was happy with her. Now, this is the only one we raced last Thursday, and clearly I don't have to go there and drive her. So maybe I'll ask Tim just to list. If this is the only one he's entering, I'll just ask him to list Brady Brown again, and Anthony doesn't have to go. That would be perfect for me. Tipsy and Dixie, huge mile today. Just wrapped up. Never even asked her. James said she barely broke a sweat. 2-1 at Clinton, 29 on the end of it. Looked great. Walk on the Moon, I thought looked fantastic. Mario charging on the end of it, a mile 56. Great mile for him, and a great job by him. War We Welcome. Yeah, she scoped sick, and her GGT is high. It just always seems like she always has these triggers where, and I said this to Carmen, she'll just get to your burn and go enough where you're like, oh my God, this thing can fly, and then she just drops an anchor and doesn't put out after that. Now, that's unfair for me to say that because she did have more than enough reasons not to be great the other day, but I'd like to see a bounce back. Okay, her GGT is high, her liver's count's high. Let's work on that. The allergy stuff is going to be a problem. That's up to Carmen. You're going to have to work on that. We'll see how she bounces back, but I'd much rather, I guess, through the wonderful, beautiful glasses of 20/20 vision, I guess we could have been in Clinton with her today, but last I checked, your liver isn't fixed when you get to Clinton, so might have been bad there too. So we'll see how she bounces back. Then Won My Heart Hanover with an absolutely great qualifier the other day. Hunter said she's just totally different horse with hobbles on. So we'll see. We'll see how she is next week. Both her and Compass Rose DC are both in good places on Wednesday. So those are your 3-year-olds. Pretty uplifting win today. Good looking group here heading into this week coming up and weeks in the future, but very happy with our list. We have some horses that were injured that are close to returning, so that's always good. We found some classes for other horses. Everything on this list that I see is looking good so far. So I'll be back in a minute with the 2-year-olds. Take care.